What's up, YouTube? Long time no see, man. It's been a long time since I got on my channel. It just feels great to be talking with y'all. The Lord called me to talk to y'all today, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Today's video will touch base on how you can grow as a person, keeping God by your side and staying track. I feel like we as people tend to do that a lot. We kind of shift towards the opposite direction when we are distracted. So before I started my video, I prayed that God give me the words of encouragement to tell to y'all, because he has been in my ear telling me, get on YouTube, spread the word, motivate. So that's what I'm here to do. So first and foremost, I just want to let y'all know that this is not an easy process, but you must trust. You must have faith. That's what starters like. Have faith in everything that you do. Be fruitful and multiply, as the Lord said. So it's just like when you're going through a certain path in a direction, you need to stay level. Remind yourself that I can do this. I can be consistent. I have the responsibilities to be able to accomplish whatever I'm trying to do. And oftentimes when we grow to young adults, we, can't figure it out. And that's okay, because you're human. You're not going to have it all figured out, but every day is a learning process. I had a talk with my professor today, and we just talked about how much God is preparing a lot of people in this season of our lives. And it's just, you have to understand that the devil is going to attack. They're going to attack, He's going to attack from every kind of form. It could be a person, a place, a thing. He's going to try every single thing. But in order for you to stay grounded and continue your purpose and your growth, you need to be talking with God. You need to be walking with him. You need to be trusting the process. So I would say, for starters, trust. Because a lot of people, I'm pretty sure, look at me and be like, dang, I wonder how. So the way I do it is by trusting. That's number one. Automatically, trust the process. It's not gonna always be easy. It won't always be easy. You can't always be on 10 every day. And honestly, just learning that some days you can't always be to a 10, and just understanding that the more I have faith to get up and go and to show up, God is going to show up for you. So show up for him as much as you show up for parties, for other people. You need to be showing up for God, because he is the one that's been walking with you this whole time. He's walking with you. And it's just, you have to believe that. If you don't believe it, it's like you're blindsided to it. So I just wanted to come back and give this talk to y'all, because I know how it is growing and transitioning. It's a transition. It's not easy. It was not easy for me, y'all. I remember most days I felt discouraged. And even sometimes, I have my days where I'm in my head okay. But nah, last week, y'all, I got up and I was like, you know what? I have to keep going. I got a little cold. I ain't going to let that stop me. I'm going to keep going. Look, I got a test tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to pass, but guess what, y'all? I'm going to keep going. So just have that mindset to keep going, because the more you keep going, the more that favor is being returned to you. So just remember, you're not working for no reason. Everything happens for a reason. And just understanding that is all a process, and it's a self-reflection for you. It's honestly for you to grow as a person. So don't ever let nobody underestimate you and make you feel like you're not capable, because believe it or not, it's a lot of us that walk around feeling underestimated because of what somebody else done told us. And look, I'm going to be the one to tell you, it ain't easy, baby. I might be stumbling on my words, but trust me. Trust and believe this word is going to get out to y'all, because nothing is going to stop this word. So, even I don't look I ain't get on here all dolled up with makeup and all that. No, you're going to see the natural me. You're going to see me in my natural habitat, because God always sees me in my natural habitat. He always sees me how he created me. He didn't create me with these extra features. And, we do that to make ourselves feel good. But at the end of the day, God is our light and salvation. That's all we need. That's all we need to feel up to, that's all we need to feel beautiful. That's all we need to feel happy. That's who we need. We don't need all this extra. Not saying that I still don't indulge in it. Of course I do, because sometimes I do feel like I get up and put clothes on, and that's a push for me. But I'm just saying, in our natural habitat, that's who God created us. Adam and Eve didn't have clothes until they bit the snake. They didn't know they were naked. So it's just like, you have to, they bit the snake. They bit the apple. But the snake, you get it. So, yeah, y'all. Ooh, a rock just hit my window. But yeah, I'm telling y'all, the devil is going to try to take either way it go. He's trying to take right now, trying to stop me from getting this message to y'all, but I promise you, the message is going to be delivered regardless. And just understanding. So, I can say my growth journey it's been a lot. Like, transitioning from one person to the next continuously, not understanding it until I got to this point in my life. It's crazy. Like, I posted, okay, I don't know if most of y'all follow me on Instagram or whatever, but I posted about how my journey is when I was skinny back then, and how a lot of people were tormenting my mind. I allowed people to come into my mind, and this before I really, like, I knew who God was, but now I know him. Now I walk with him. So I let all people's opinions get to my head. I feel like opinions stop our self-growth. It stops our self-development, because I feel like we need to be in a certain place, but God wants you to be here, and you're trying to be there, and that's not what God wants you to be. So, like, he's going to always put you to a test. He's going to put you to a test to see if you can handle it, to see if you're ready for what he's going to give you. Because if you're not, just like he gave it to you, he can take it back from you because you wasn't valuing it. You wasn't, understanding that. You wasn't reciprocating that energy back to him. Because remind you, the work that you put in, oh, baby, the favor is coming. Everything is coming back to you times 2. So just don't feel like, okay, just for example, I get up and go to work every day. I don't want to. I get up and go to school every day. Some days I really don't want to, because it's like, dang, I got to go to school and work. But at the end of the day, this is what's going to get me to my success. I know what God has destined for me. I know that if I don't get up, I can't simply achieve that. So just understanding that you have a destination and a purpose in life is just number one priority. Okay, we're going to talk about like some of the mental aspects y'all can take to get you to where you want to be, because I feel like people get on social media and never talk about the negative side that you go through when you're growing, because it's a lot of discipline. Let me tell you that. Like, it took me a while to learn how to discipline myself from buying fast food every day. Like, I'm telling y'all, spending money all the time on fast food, wondering where my money going. And it took me to really, like, sit and think this on my head. Like, I had to process that. That was a thought process. That was a growth. That was growth for me, because it's like, I want to spend money on fast food when I can be dedicating this to my future. So it's discipline, and far as time management as well, y'all. Like, being on time and showing up is so important. Like, it's very important. A lot of people feel like, we can't show up because we're tired, we're sick. Truth be told, the people that you see show up the most, they be tired, they be wore out. But you know what? God is going to give them their rest once they fulfill their assignment. So just understand that you are on an assignment. And the grind don't stop, baby. The grind don't stop till you get to where you're going. And even when you get to where you're going, you still have to grow more. So just be aware. Just really being aware of what you're doing. And I would say, like, a lot of people ask me, like, how you did this, or, just asking me and telling me, hey, I see you doing this. Can you let me know? And I don't have no problem, like, with helping anybody. I don't, because at the end of the day, I know I was in a certain place at a certain time, and I look for and search for people to help me. And, truth be told, a lot of people is not going to want to help you. That's the ultimate truth. Like, a lot of people is not going to want to help you. So you have to grind and go hard for you, because not everybody going to be on your back and tell you, oh, you have to get up and do this. You got to want that for yourself. You got to want certain things for yourself. And when God tells you something, you have to listen and be all ears instead of talking over him. Because you can talk. As much as you talk, you're missing over the message. So don't miss over the message God is telling you just because you don't want to hear it. And then it's this thing where I feel like sometimes Christians don't even realize that y'all are still going to mess up, We as Christians are still going to mess up. We try every day to grow, and then there's some people that just feel like they're above all. No. Because at the end of the day, you never know what somebody else might be able to teach you. And just working and walking with God can get you so far. I remember a time this was like last year, and I can honestly say I grew so much from this. I remember asking God, I remember like, God, a lot of people around me have this, and I feel like I'm working so hard, but why haven't it came to me yet? Like, why? So for me, his response was, I'm going to give it to you when I'm ready. And I be sure enough, that was last school year. So like April is just when I started feeling that way. And so when I tell y'all July, God came through. I'm on the news, y'all. I'm in a news station. Like, I just couldn't believe it. And that's when I started like to really like give my life to God. I'm like, okay, God, you showed up for me, so I'm about to show up for you times two. Y'all, I got rebaptized. Like, it was such an amazing time in my life. And yet from that day forward, that's when I knew I always put God in any situation. And so my professor talked to me today about distractions. Now let me tell you the crazy thing, y'all. It's like you can get certain people sent to you during your journey, right, from God, but then there's the people that the devil sends in to make it seem all sweet, and it's a difference, okay? And so you have to be strong enough to use your discernment to understand that what's a distraction for me or what's motivating me and pushing me forward to God. Because I can honestly tell y'all this, if it's not pushing you forward towards God, it's not for you. It's not for you. It's not meant for you. And especially when you're at a certain stage in your testimony. Okay, so I'm like, say for example, I'm right here right now, right? And they got somebody. We're not even on the same mindset. We're not in the same stage. And that's okay, because you can't expect everybody to be on the same level as you, the same mental space. But if you help somebody, and it's like a portion you give away yourself. You're giving a portion of your life away to someone else within time. And you don't even realize it sometimes. So just be mindful of the time you do put into people, the time you put into things, because at the end of the day, these things can go like that. They can go away. And so just understanding that, y'all, truly understand that time reveals all. It's almost like I had to really sit there and discipline myself for this past year. I had to learn discipline. I had to learn patience. I had to learn how to be vulnerable. I had to learn how to open up. I had to learn how to trust. I had to learn how to love. But most importantly, I had to learn how to give that to myself. Because if you don't give it to yourself, how can you possibly give that to someone else? So my testimony as of right now, and I'm not even where God potentially designed me to be. I'm not even there yet, but this is just the first quarter of it. This is where God want me at right now. And so when I get to where I'm going, just to record this and see the difference, y'all can see I changed the way I talk, the way I think, the way I look, the way I act, the way I walk is different. Like when you have God in your life, it becomes different. Everything, you don't see things in a natural, I'm in the world, like you see it in a spiritual aspect. So a lot of the things I talk about now, you're gonna hear God in my conversation all the time. And so how you can grow as a person, just keep God in your life. That's mainly what this YouTube video is about, y'all. Keeping God in your life, because I know sometimes it's hard praying for yourself, but if you keep like God and remember that even on my worst days, even if you show up for him, even on your worst days and even on your best days, you show up for him, because at the end of the day, he's gonna show you why you should show up for him. He's gonna show you why. He's gonna always show up. He's gonna always show up in different rooms, places that you don't even think he gonna show up, and he gonna show up, and then you're gonna be like, wow, I showed up and this what happened to me. So A lot of the things y'all see me doing on Instagram, it's real. It's because of God. It's because of God. I did not expect to be doing half of the things I'm doing now, and just, y'all, it's one thing after the next. It's coming. But also, don't be so of the world that you don't realize the real from the fake. Don't be so of the world that you can't discern if an opportunity is meant for you and if it's not. Because I'm telling you, God removes you out of certain situations for a reason. He's gonna remove that person from you. You don't even understand it. You're not gonna understand it. But when he puts certain things in your life and certain people, and they start showing, and it just start revealing, you're like, wow. So never underestimate his power, period. Don't underestimate his power. And just keep growing. Keep growing you. Like, I'm telling y'all, I am in therapy. I'm in therapy, y'all. And I ain't afraid to say it. But it's just the healing. Once you go back and get into your deeper thoughts on why you think the way you do. Why are you doing certain things? And once you go back to that space and you heal that part of you, you're able to move forward. You're able to realize your wrongs. Because I promise you, like, in everyone's story, you either going to be the good person in their story or you're going to be the bad person. And that's okay, because once you grow from it and once you learn that, okay, my actions might not have been the best during that time, but I'm a different person now. And just acknowledging that, that's powerful, y'all. That's so powerful. It's strength in that. It's courage. And just having that courage, that's another word I want to use with y'all. Like, have the courage to take the next step. For so long, it was hard for me to take the step. It was until God was like, okay, you asking me for this, but are you going to take the next step so I can get you there? Are you going to take the next step so I can prepare you for what you're asking for? Because if you asking me this and you're not ready for it, I'm going to take it away from you. And God's still blessing me. Like, y'all, I've been taking steps with him. I've been walking with him. So don't ever underestimate him and his power. Yeah, this YouTube video was really just based upon me telling y'all, because he came to me. He was like, make this video. Make this video. People are gonna need to hear that. There's someone out there that needs to hear this. There's someone out there that's scared to take the next step and scared to move forward. And it's just, God will bless you. God will bless you. So just understanding his word, read the word, walk with him, believe in him. Anything you do, include him, because he sacrificed his own son for us to live as humans, and that's love. So love unconditionally all the time. Yeah, love unconditionally. And it's raining outside, y'all. I love the rain. I love when it rains. It's just like, okay, I love the rain, period. Because the rain is so peaceful for me. It's a good vibe. It's a good vibe. I love being in my car. Like, the whole summer I was in my car, even though it was hot outside. My AC was broken out. I was still sitting in the car drinking my water. But no, y'all. Let me not get off track. But listen and take heed of everything I'm saying. It's going to land in the hands of somebody that needs to hear it for sure. And I truly believe that. So this is my blessing to y'all from God. Just keep pushing and everything gonna be all right. Like, everything is gonna be okay. Just believe and have that strength to take the next step in whatever you do. Pray. And I hope this video finds the right person, and I hope y'all enjoy. Thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all want to hear more, comment down below. But other than that, stay blessed, y'all. Love y'all. Bye.